You've done a lot of work on self. Now you're in a relationship that's, full of love and blossoming.
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think you're getting this from a post that I wrote, because it came to me one day. Again, it's just from my life experiences, from my relationship with Jen. But what we both realize, and I'll answer this by saying, like, one of our little like things that we like doing together is watching some of these dating shows, like Married at First Sight, and we're just sitting there like my brain like breaks down what's happening, right? And last night I said to her, I said, baby, I said, like, these men just don't understand how to provide safety for their women. And it's because they don't know how to feel safe within the depths of themselves. And it's I think it's a pandemic right now. I really think it is. And so to answer your question, I think that the most powerful words that a woman could ever share with a man is not "I love you," is "Thank you. I finally feel safe." And women who are highly in their masculine will piss them off, and that will, you can see the comments. They'll get infuriated by that. I'm not saying that a woman doesn't feel or doesn't or shouldn't or can't feel safe within herself by herself. No. What I am saying is that you get to a place in life when you're finally able to get into this beautiful polarity and the energy of relationship. And in that relationship, the man has a certain role and function, and the woman has a certain role and function. It's just the way that we were designed, right? And women were designed, just look at the act of sex, to open and receive, and men were designed to enter and give and provide, right? Well, when you zoom out, it's the same thing in life. And so, like, when we first met, Jen, you could even look at her Instagram. She rarely posts now because she doesn't have to, because she's chilled. That side of her, not that it will never come up again, but that side of her is at peace. And she's just finally safe and at peace with her own energy and with the process that she's going through right now in her life, which is of creating our daughter. And as a man, I get to provide that space for her, right? And as a man, I get to provide that safety for her, right? So that I'm able to provide the right energy, right? And the right household and the right care and the right nurturing that she needs in order to drop more into her feminine, into the fullest safety of the feminine energy. And that process can only happen with a man. The same way, by the way, the same way. So the feminist can calm down and not throw rocks. But the same way that I could never fully drop into the depths of my heart without a woman. And I get a lot of work, but there's like that tipping point is the surrender to the energy of love and the surrender to the energy of being with that one person that is your heart and your soul's mate.
And Danny, if we were to flip the question, we would get the same answer, or would it be different? What do you believe are the most powerful words a woman wants to hear from a man?
I don't know if she wants to hear it or not, but I can tell you this, I can tell you this is that the one thing that she has done for me, it's the same thing, to be honest. It's that I feel like, you see what just happened? I took a breath saying that, and sometimes we don't understand how profound, like, the body reacts to what you're thinking and feeling. But like, I finally feel safe to be who I really am. And that means that I finally feel safe to say everything that I want to say. There's no hiding. There's nothing unsaid between us. Nothing. And we were commenting on this the other day. In most relationships, everything is unsaid, because you better not say it, because then that's going to start a shitstorm, and that's going to start an argument. It's going to start a fight. Why? It's because we are living in our minds as human beings, not in our hearts. And so anything that could potentially be offensive to the mind, right? The mind doesn't want to hear. And then the other person's mind is afraid to say it. And then what happens is people don't realize is, but 10, 15 years of that, your body is holding on to all of these things that are unsaid. That's what drives people apart. So safety for both the man and the woman.